Yeah. Yeah, baby. The Mac is back. Back with another session. We don't have a ton of time. And also I'm quite quite beat up from the recent workouts. So just gonna do something quite simple here. My legs, quite surprisingly, already feel good to go, more or less, but I think there's still some micro tears there, because yesterday I was still feeling my quads. Today, pretty much nothing, but experience and science tells me that there's still quite a bit of micro damage there. So what I was thinking was to do some seal rows, and yeah, that's pretty much going to be it. Yesterday I did some arms really quickly and side delts. So I'm thinking seal row, I can sort of focus on my upper back, which has been the part of my body that has not been attacked recently. So there's that. My lats are almost okay, but still a bit sore. And the weirdest thing about it is that they got that sore from doing push-ups. Which is weird because you're obviously usually targeting the pushing muscles with that, but turns out that my work on my lats hasn't been sufficient to actually keep them up to speed. So I did a really a crap ton of push-ups, so it's kind of no wonder. And I did really slow eccentrics, which are largely do engage the lats quite a bit with the technique that I was using. So there's that. This will be less lat focused. At least I'll try and make it sort of keep it more like upper back focused, which has been my experience with these so far. And yeah, that'll be it for today. One of the weirder experiences with doing seal rows has been that it's not, to my surprise, not a very sort of large volume type of thing. It didn't feel very good in that sort of way. So what I'm thinking is probably upping the weight and doing less reps. I feel like the quality there is better, because once you, obviously if you can't pull it, you'll end up doing partials, which is, you know, otherwise perfectly fine, but it didn't feel very how should I put it? It didn't feel very, what's the word? Efficient, effective, lucrative, I don't know, one of those things. So yeah, this space, the space aspect of this is getting ridiculous. I gotta expand that gym that way too. But yeah, so actually I gotta turn this one more time to be able to fit my legs on the seal row, or over the seal row, I should say. I don't know if this is even gonna work. Am I gonna have to take it over here? But yeah, I tried to do like a ton of lighter volume at the end of the last seal row workout, and it did not feel... Oh, luckily this is pretty light. Relatively. Actually quite impressive build, because it's pretty light, but it feels sturdy enough for work. Oh fuck. I hate it when things get cramped. So, yeah, let's just leave it there. So yeah, the voluminous seal row stuff didn't really feel great for me, so I'm thinking less reps, more sets. Seems to make more sense. Now I've played myself into a corner because I need that barbell, and now we gotta sort this place out. Need to find a place for everything here. Ugh. We gotta get this camber bar. Oh fuck. I mean, gosh darn it. That's what I meant to say. Okay, let's get me over here. There we go. So yeah, the thing with, like, sometimes, I don't know, it's like if you're doing like a bent over row, you can still do good reps with, you know, a bit less strict technique, but you'll still do the brunt of what is considered to be the rep. But with the seal row, you just can't. Like, you either do it or you don't, and it's, yeah. I also just injected cholesterol medication into my belly, so I'm gonna have to apparently lie on that as well, but it is what it is. So let me check what we did on this last time. Okay, camber bar, let's look. Okay. Interesting. Okay, well, let's go with 5. So, I'm thinking about how I want to do the reps. I do slightly feel something in my biceps, which I obviously, because we worked them yesterday, it's going to be natural, but I'm going to try and keep this as back focused as possible. It's actually a pretty good way to gauge that. If you have sore biceps and you're doing back stuff and you want to isolate, so it's a good way of actually feeling your biceps a bit. But of course, you don't want to tear those up. Still don't know what's the best way of getting out of here. I usually just slide at the end, but pretty much everything feels a bit awkward. So yeah, weight-wise, I really don't know what I should do here. I'm gonna need that 20 kilo plate from there somehow. How the heck can I... Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah, so what I'm thinking, I would want to push the weight, but I do also want to hit my volume here. So I'm also already gonna put on the Versa grips because I do not want to actually train my well, that's not the reason. I want to isolate my back as much as possible. This really helps do that, because otherwise you're just pulling far more with your arms than you want to, assuming that you want to isolate, which I do. Makes a huge mental difference as well when you don't have to engage your grip in the same way. So let's get this going here. Come on. Yeah, that does feel heavy. It does feel extremely heavy. But I'm feeling that I want to up the weight here. Keep going with the 5 reps and see what happens. Oh, shit. Shit the bed. Fuck. That feels very, very, very heavy. I think that's just general fatigue setting in here, which is pretty understandable, I guess. I think what I want to do here is put on the forward yeah, put on 40 kg and just try and grind out some reps, and that'll be it. I don't know how many sets, but we'll see. Yeah, it's kind of a brutal pull for sure, because it's so unforgiving. There is no way around it, and I also like it because it's sort of a very kind of forces you into your natural pulling position for a row that's horizontal in relation to your body vertically, if it was. So you're just, as you're hanging from the bench, like a natural hang, natural stretch position, and then as you pull, you know. Oh shit! Yeah, my shoulder is still wrecked from the push-ups. So yeah, it kind of forces you into a natural arc for your pulling, which is really nice. But yeah, it is completely different to row like that than it is like a bent over row. Oh, shit to bed. Alright, but that's actually quite interesting. I kind of found a different groove with that. Yeah, it's such a massive difference when you control the eccentric coming down. Yeah, there it is. Because last time I felt like a really good back pump at one point, like an upper back, which is actually super rare. I never felt like pump like this in the upper back in the same way, I don't think. Kind of feels like there's a pillow in my upper back. But let me turn on the fan for this camera in case it overheats. Because it might. It just might. What was I saying? So yeah, controlling the eccentric makes night and day difference for the difficulty and for the hypertrophy effects as well. Let's see if I can actually... No, this doesn't work. Which is why I guess... Yeah, I racked it, or I didn't rack it, but I racked it on the floor. Is I don't think... I mean, it takes a lot to rack it at the end, because you literally have to do like a half a rep. Well, not a half rep, but maybe 1/3 rep, maybe half rep. I don't know. No, not half. Yeah, 1/3, something like that. So it's pretty tough if you go close to failure, even. Or at the very least, it's painful. I'd rather just do, or try and do proper rep instead of just trying to rack the weight. It does have 2 hooks, but the thing is, like, it's actually pretty difficult to aim for the lower hook, so there's that. I'm gonna try and keep these rest periods pretty short. Fuck. Fuck this. Yeah, I mean, I'm not, as you see, I'm not trying to even do full range of motion for the few reps, because with this movement, I mean, I usually am very much like a full rep type of person. Recently, I've been toying with those last few partials to really dig into that hypertrophy, but with this movement, it's unlike anything I've ever felt in terms of getting to that tough zone and trying to get a rep. It virtually, like, once you cross that boundary, you just can't get a full rep anymore. And you could argue that you can quit, but there's still quite a lot of really good tension to be had with this. Like, it feels natural, it feels quite sensible to try and squeeze out as much as you can, do as much range of motion as you can, and keep the tension. So yeah, it's something I'll need to experiment, but it's tough to say what's optimal. I've been like a very strict full rep, full range of motion person for quite a while, but yeah, I think there's quite a lot of potential benefit with even doing partial reps towards the end of a set where you want to go close to failure. So yeah, still experimenting with that. I think I'm going to do one more set, and then that'll be it for this session. Fuck this. Ugh. Yeah. Definitely, yeah. Yeah, it's brutal. I really need to think through how I want to train with this exercise. It's really the curve of going from I can do a rep to I can't do a rep is steeper than just about anything I've experienced in my life with any movement. And that's quite something, because I can't think of a single one that really works the same way. So let's wrap this up. I just want to do a set of lateral raises. It might be that I can't, but I just want to test where they're at, and go from there. Yeah, something like I really want to grow my shoulders a lot, and they seem to, side delts, you know, need a lot of beating to get anywhere. So we're just gonna have to try and see how much they can take. Oh my god. Fuck me, that's horrible. Oh, jeez. Oh. That's tough. That's tough. Oh. Nasty business. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to call it there, because I feel like my entire upper back is gonna start cramping. And it's not even cramping. I have this thing where my body just kind of tenses up and everything begins to I don't know what it is, because it's not really a cramp. It's not like, I don't know how to describe it. It begins to tense up and ache. It's kind of like what it is, I guess, for the lack of a better description. But one of those days, we've been super beat up, so the fact that we're here at all is like a win and a bit of extra back volume, so that's great. So nothing to cry about. But I'm gonna hit the sauna and eat after that. So thanks for jumping in. Thanks for tuning in. As always, take care of yourself, and I'll see you next time. Finished.